Hey, it's John Nemo with LinkedIn Riches. So excited you're here. And in this video, what I really want to cover is how to turn all your existing connections, or as many as possible, into paying clients, into paying customers. So I'm really going to focus on this area here, the connections tab. I'm going to walk you through a pretty simple process to tag all these connections, to sort them, and then to send them relevant content to start building a relationship, moving them into your sales funnel, so to speak. So let me walk you through this. The first thing we need to do is actually click on the connections tab, and it's going to bring us to a page where, again, at the top it's going to say, hey, here's some relevant things for today. As I'm recording this, October 29th, it's somebody's birthday. You can say happy birthday or whatever, skip through that, find somebody else. I'm not interested in that for today. What I'm really interested in for today is tagging and sorting all my connections. So I'm really going to spend a lot of time in this little area here sorting and filtering my connections. Now you can see the default of how LinkedIn sorts is by the recent conversation, people I've been exchanging messages with or commenting with, things like that. For the purposes of this training, what I want to do is sort by last name, and you can do it by letter of the alphabet. So you can say, I want to get everybody with the last name A, and then LinkedIn also is going to automatically filter by anyone and everyone you're connected to, because what LinkedIn does continually is ask us, oh, can we access your email list? Can we get into your address book? And it's fine. It's okay. But what happens is LinkedIn lumps everyone together. So you can see the LinkedIn where it's got the little logo or icon blue, that means I'm already connected to the person on LinkedIn. But if this is gray, that means, hey, this person who you've exchanged emails with or have in your address book, they're on LinkedIn, but you guys are not connected. Do you want to go connect with them? And you can see LinkedIn will do this on each section of the page. And it'll show me here, for instance, at the very bottom, oh, here's a person that you're connected to on LinkedIn, but you also have in your Google Mail inbox and your iPhone address book. So the reason that's important is for sorting purposes. Now, let me show you. So I don't want to filter by all contacts. I only want to filter by connections only, which is my LinkedIn connections. People, again, now you can see all of these LinkedIn boxes are blue. That means, yep, you're already connected to all these guys. You can send them a one-on-one message, which is what we want to focus on at the tail end of this video to turn our connections into paying clients. So what I do is I just sorted by last name, and it pulls up the alphabet, and then I filter by connections only. And now I can go through and start adding tags to all these folks. So I can look right away, this person is a debt collector. Okay, I can add a tag right away and say, oh, you know what? I need to add a tag for debt collectors. So you can see at the bottom here, just click add new tag, and I'll put debt collection and then save. And now you can see what happens is under Carmela's name, it has added a tag for debt collection. So this is really important. We want to go through this. It's tedious. I know it takes time, but this is critical. If you want to utilize all these connections that you have, we need to do this. We need to go through and tag them all. So let me show you what I mean. So I go to my next person. I can see Joe. He's a realtor. So I'm going to say tag Joe. Do I have a tag yet for real estate agents? No. So I'll add a tag. You can add up to 200 customized tags. So I'll say real estate. Joe now has the tag real estate showing up under his name. You can see that. So I go to the next person, director of marketing. All right. So I want to look here and say, let's do a sales and marketing tag. Okay, so add new tag, sales and marketing. Okay, so now Carla has a sales and marketing tag. I can see Heather. She's an account executive at Clear Channel Outdoor, so I know she's also in sales and marketing. So now I can just click that tag. You can see as I go through, also I tag people as friends who I don't want to do business with. Tina is married to one of my best friends, so I'm not going to, sell her anything, but we're connected. Okay, so here's another person, Christina, marketing director. Now, also notice you can also tag by area. So if I was doing, regional type business and really wanted to find people in Cleveland, then I could, tag her with Cleveland professional or Cleveland contacts, So again, you can be as creative as you want with adding these new tags. For my purposes, I want to target sales and marketing professionals just for this particular one, right? So if you're ever not sure, if you're like, I can't really understand just really quickly who this is, right click their name, open the link in a new tab, then you can go through and scan their profile, and I can see, oh, okay, he's actually a process improvement consultant. That makes more sense. Okay, he applies all these things. So now I can go back and add a tag for Mark that just says consultant. So I'm going to create a tag there and consultant. And what I want to do is go through and tag these folks as quickly as possible. So you can see I've already added in some other tags. Zakir, I've put biz dev, so business development professional. You can see he's a business development manager. Again, so you can go through. Here's a consultant, so I can tag her as a consultant. And on and on and on we go. Marketing consultant. Okay, so I definitely want to put Jen in the sales and marketing slot. We've got Jennifer. She's a marketing manager, so I'm going to add a tag to her. And I want you to go through and do this with all of your contacts. And it might seem overwhelming. It might seem, oh my gosh, this is just so much. But it's really, really, really critical to do this if you want to take advantage of all these connections you have. Now, depending on how many you have, you might want to outsource this. You might want to have an assistant do it for you. But again, it's critical to do it because it's going to help you so much with the next phase of this training. So again, as I'm going through, you can see as I'm talking, I'm actually scanning and looking for people where I can just add some sales and marketing tags. So at this point, let's assume I've finished tagging everyone. Now it's time to sort based on all the different tags I've assigned to people. Let's say for this example, I want to really reach out to my sales and marketing professionals. So what I do is I go under the filter by, and instead of all contacts, I choose tag, and I scroll down and find, yep, there's my sales and marketing list, right? Think of this like an email list of, okay, now here's all my sales and marketing professionals. And you can see LinkedIn has pulled everyone up by sales and marketing tags. So the beautiful thing about this now is I'm going to bring in another great tool I love called LinMail Pro. And you can see I'm highlighting it. It's this little mailing envelope, or I guess it's a paper airplane more appropriately. And what it does is LinMail Pro lets me send targeted, personal, one-on-one messages to all of these people that you're looking at right now. So I'm going to show you how this works. It's a very, very powerful tool. So what I'm going to do, again, I've sorted my group, sales and marketing. I'm going to select everyone. And then because I've enabled LinMail Pro, which is a browser add-on that you can pay for, and it integrates with LinkedIn, under LinMail, I click Add Checked to Queue. Okay, and you can see in this instance, it's now added 7 people to my LinMail Pro queue. And now I'm going to walk you through the serving part of this process of this training. What I'm going to do is actually serve up some great content to these folks that's targeted for them. So I just click dashboard and it takes me in, and you can see here under queue, it's got those, again, those people that I identified with the sales and marketing tag ready to go. And I can update names, I can change things, anything I want in here. I don't need to do that. That looks good. So what I'm going to do is personalize this a little bit and send this message to everyone at once. So you can see LinMail Pro lets you insert some HTML. Now this is pretty much almost obsolete, the old subject line. Almost all of us have been transferred to the new LinkedIn messaging where you won't have subject lines anymore. It just works more like a chat box. So don't worry about that if you have the new LinkedIn messaging system. The chat box is old. But anyway, go in here and start like this. So I start with hi, and then I insert their name, and that's that parenthesis first. LinMail Pro will automatically insert their first name from this list over here. Okay, this is what's really cool about this. I know, let's say this. Let's say, very fun message. Since you, like me, are in sales and marketing, and then I'll say, I thought you'd find this new post I penned. Let's spell right here, John. Penned here on LinkedIn really helpful. It's all about how to use LinkedIn's new messaging system to create some great one-on-one personalized marketing and sales leads. Here's the post explaining how it works. Okay, and then what I do is I go over to a pre-done piece of content I have. Now it can be on LinkedIn. This could be an ebook. This could be a blog post. This could be a training video. This could be a white paper. Any type of content that you have that you can offer people, something of value, again, that's going to help them achieve their goals. And in the case of these sales and marketing professionals, I want to help them do their job better. I want to teach them how to get more sales leads and clients and revenue, and use it, using LinkedIn to do it. So what I'm going to do is paste in the URL to it, and then I'll say, hope you find the post helpful and excited to hear what you think of it. Meantime, have a great rest of your week and talk more soon. And then I'll put in my name, John Nemo. And then I can copy and save that for later. But you can see here the preview, and don't worry how it displays in the preview. It'll look fine. I'll show you that in a second. But it's inserted Carla's name because she's first on the list. Hi, Carla. Since you like me, you're in sales and marketing, I thought you'd find this helpful, blah, blah, blah. Here's a link to the piece of content. Right, nowhere in there is there a sales ask. Now, at the bottom of the post, right, I've got an ask or a call to action that says, hey, if you liked this, if you liked this free sample, come get more, come on my free webinar. That's how I'm building my sales funnel, but I'm doing it with one-on-one personalized marketing. So let's say I'm ready to go, everything looks good, I've got my list all set up. I just click send messages here. And LinMail Pro opens up a new tab. You can see it went to the first person on the list, Carla. Again, this is all targeted. It opens up my message box. It sends Carla a personal one-on-one message. You can see it right there. Hi, Carla. And then it's going to pause for 20 seconds and go to the next person on the list and send them the exact same message using that person's first name, linking to the content. And what's beautiful about this is it's one-on-one personalized marketing. Again, this is how I'm taking my existing contacts, people I haven't been reaching out to, people I haven't been doing anything with, and sending them something of value. And again, because I've sorted them all into a group, again, now Heather was next on my list. It's going to send her the same message as a one-on-one personal thing. It's not asking Heather for anything. It's just bringing her some value. Hey, Heather, I know you're looking for more sales leads. Here's a white paper, a post, a video I created on how to get more of those using LinkedIn. Hope you find it helpful, right? And then if she reads it and likes it, then she can take the next step and opt into my email list or join my webinar or call me. Whatever your service is, whatever your product is, make sure at the bottom of your piece of content that you're sharing, you have a call to action. Want more tips like this? Subscribe to my blog. Want to work directly with John? Call him at this number. Whatever your next step is, that's the key thing. And you can see, as I've been talking, LinMail Pro is doing the work for me. It's going through one by one, sending these people, again, a targeted core group of sales and marketing people that I identified and tagged this exact message. And what that's doing is a few valuable things. One, it's getting me back in touch with existing contacts that I want to eventually sell to. Okay, that's the first thing. Two is it's driving traffic to my LinkedIn post here. And that's going to help with views and likes and comments. That's going to get it noticed on LinkedIn. That's going to get it, building up, maybe getting featured on LinkedIn Pulse. People in their network, the people that are, anytime anyone reads, likes, comments, shares this, everyone in their network sees it. So again, I'm doing content marketing on autopilot. Using this method where it's already now sending it to Jen. She might like it, share it, comment it. All her friends and network connections see it. They might come back and go, yeah, that looks like an interesting post. I want to know how to use the platform. That will help drive all these key metrics up. And again, I've got my call to action at the bottom, which is to get people on my webinar. And once they do that, then it's going to bring them over to my webinar page, right? So now one thing that will happen with LinMail Pro is it'll constantly bring you back to the tab where it's operating. And then don't worry about that. So just open up a new window, do whatever you want. I've got it in tabs, so it's going to jump back and forth between what they call the active tabs. But you can see it just says, yeah, in another 22 seconds, we'll send another one. But again, the idea with this all is to do this one-on-one personalized marketing. You can see LinMail Pro is telling me my progress. Yep, okay, I've sent it out to all these people successfully. Here's who's left to send it to. I can save a CSV of everyone I've sent it to for follow-up notes, anything like that, which is phenomenal. That's why I love LinMail Pro. So to summarize, what's really beautiful about this process, going through sorting, tagging, and serving people, is when you divide your existing LinkedIn connections into specific audiences, specific kind of niches or buckets, then it becomes much easier to serve them exactly what they want, right? Because sales and marketing professionals, and again, LinMail Pro tells me, oh, okay, we're done sending, click OK. Great, that run is done. We can go back and do another one. Say I want to do the same thing with another group of people. Watch this. So I can say, now I want to send the same thing to all the attorneys in my network. Select all. What it's going to do, I can add these guys to LinMail Pro. Okay, we'll go back over to LinMail Pro, go to my dashboard, and here come all my attorneys. And again, I can just paste in that previous message and say, hey, I know, let's say I'll just change the intro. Thought I'd reach out with a new post aimed at, watch this, helping attorneys and law firms generate more business from LinkedIn. And then I'll say this post is, right? And I'm just taking that old message I sent and just tweaking it to a new audience, right? This is all about how to use, okay, yep. Personalized, let's just say client leads, because they're attorneys. That's how they talk, use their language, right? Okay, personalized and potential clients. Yep, here's the post explaining how it works. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Talk to you soon. Now, all that's done for my attorney group, and LinMail Pro's off and running, right? It's sending it to all my lawyer friends, okay? And so that's why I love this system, is because what it's going to do is it's going to allow me to serve different audiences, different pieces of content. Now, I might take one piece of content and just serve it a little differently, just change some of the formatting or wording on that. But again, I've got these target audiences in place now. So I can have a separate blog post that says how attorneys and lawyers can use LinkedIn or whatever it is. But again, what's beautiful about this, the tagging, is I can sort it all by, oh, I want to send it to all my consultants, or oh, I want to send it to all my journalists, or whoever it is, right? This is what's beautiful about LinkedIn. This is how you're going to take advantage of all these existing contacts, existing connections, so that you can get some value out of them. So again, to recap, the first thing you want to do is go through, tag everybody with a relevant tag, whether it's industry type, job type, physical location, however you want to market to these folks. Then the second thing is sort them. And then the third thing is to go and use a tool like LinMail Pro to send them personalized one-on-one messages. Now, maybe you don't have a piece of content to share with these people. Fine, invite them to your LinkedIn group. Invite them to your networking event in their town. Invite them to, meet for coffee if you're doing local business. There's all kinds of ways that you can communicate with people. The key is make it relevant, make it targeted to what they're interested in for their specific profession or industry, and make it about how what you're giving them or offering them is going to help them achieve their goals. This is why I love LinkedIn, because again, it's able to take all this information, sort it all, and really hone in on key audiences, and then deliver specific asks, offers, content to them that are relevant, so you're not sending the lawyers the stuff that you would send the sales and marketing people, etc., etc. So have at it, get busy tagging, sorting, and serving, and I'll see you on the next video.